When you had more playing time.
Exactly. That is very key. I had a lot of playing time. So coming back again, I was very aggressive. I was very wild, and you could see me playing like me and Edmond, all those guys. I was very hard on them because I don't want to get out of the team again. So from there, I had a manager at Lagos, the team I played, the Miracle FC. So we played well after I came back from Sportive. He had a team, the Miracle FC, they arranged with Out of Lions, and I played against Out of Lions.
That's the way you played.
So after that,
Just to do something.
Victor said, so why did you take the boy out? Then we have to bring him back. Then this same Miracle FC arranged a game with the national team under 20. That was when the Bobo was the So we arranged and we played with the under 20 at Achimota. After the game, Bobo said he wanted to join. That was Najman too was playing there. So I had a very good game that day too. So right after the game, I had to join them.
That was a breakthrough.
So that's when everything started. So me moving out from Out of Lands to Sporting really pushed me to.
You know, Gladson, you speak a bit of French, I know. French people say, il faut reculer pour mieux sauter. Yes, and to go 2 steps back to jump higher. This is what you did, and which helped you. And I think it's very important. We were all players. We are still a player. Sometimes we don't want to understand because you come from maybe a big team. You go to a lower division, a smaller team. But I think the essential for a player is to play, and that really gave you the confidence.
The more you play, the more you learn more. You correct your mistakes.
Mature you become.
That's where you play.
And that gave you a lot of confidence to come back and say, hey, that's a big player.
And to challenge yourself. So that started everything for me in the national team. And being there at the national team to gradually we train, we play games week in, week out. We come and play league. Right after the league, we have to go back again. To the national team. We were camping at Alarifa down there. So we stayed in camp for like almost a year, another 20 years.
To prepare.
And being there, I became one of the players that believe the coach tells out, okay, the class is here.
So I'm not cutting you short. You stayed in camp for a year.
It's more than a year.
More than a year, okay. And what percentage of that group made it to the World Cup?
That's an interesting question.
I should say Daniel, Damba, Giuseppe, like we were no more than 10. Yes, but Ajiman was not really, because Ajima was in the national team, the playing national team sometimes, so he was not really in camp like how most of us spend more time at camp. But he was coming to, who shouldn't be more than 10. Who made it to
It's a good number.
Yes. Because the World Cup is 20 or 22.
Yes, so about 21.
So about 50%.
That's a very good number.
So if you have
This one we really want to see.
Exactly. If you have 50% staying in camp for over a year, I mean, the team is already strong.
But how did it work? You were with your club, and then you were with the national team. So break it down a bit.
So we spend more time.
From Monday to Friday, how was it?
Monday to Friday, we are with the national team. So you leave the camp there like Saturday evening or Saturday morning.
And you play on Sunday?
No, it used to be like that nowadays.
Yeah.
So like 20. We were coming from Winnipeg. You stay in Winnipeg from Monday to Friday. The Saturday you go.
So you don't even get
Play on Sunday.
train.
Monday you are back.
Monday you're back in
Right
camp.
after, you have to go back again.
Wow.
So that's how we stayed there for more than a year. We should be there. We stayed there for more than a year. That's why we were able to. I think when we went to Rwanda for the youth championship, we had more of the players playing here. So the home-based players. We have more home-based players here. The local, those who joined there were few.
Okay, they are you, they are.
Yes, they were few. So there was a very part Opario wasn't part of the youth championship. He came, I think, in the World Cup.
Jonathan Mensah,
Jonathan was there.
Daniel
Daniel Jane was there. Danelado was there.
Ronaldo,
Inkum was there.
Summer Inkum.
Abel Baksa was there. David was there. But the only listeners were more than the foreign players.
Dominic Diaz,
Dominic came and Ransford.
Ronaldo say, yeah.
Okay. So we had these two guys scoring all the time.
But again, in the previous episode, we also spoke about how some of the invitations were made, how some of the recommendations were made based on merit and performance. Just like him, he had a chance to play against the national team, and the coach saw that he has what it takes to be part of it. He was invited. Unlike these days, where recommendations are based on interest. And I'm affiliated to the national team and have a player who is good, but Michael's player is better than my player because he has no connection with the national team of the FA. His player will not be going, my player will be going. So this is what is causing our game these days.
You see, there's something Faisal and myself are doing, which is called the Talent Development Scheme, FIFA TDS.
Yeah.
And the slogan is to give every talent a chance. To do talent identification starting from the schools, in the districts, in the regions, and then national.
Yeah.
Really to go to the deepest corners of the countries. And Faisal is even more a data man than me. And we have data over every country in terms of the percentage which plays football. And I think with that, just to bring it in a little bit, we're also contributing really for hopefully every talent to be discovered, just bring that in,
Since you mentioned the TDS, I also want to pick everybody's opinion here with what the system was before. You go to national team for 5 days, and then you come and play, and then you go back again. Do you think that still is relevant now in system here, or do you think
that system is still running?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still
But
running.
would you agree to it? Again, not just you, but everybody.
I think I don't know why they want to keep us more income.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't know, but I think from my view, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
So we get to know each other more.
Would you say the national team environment at the time was much more competitive than the club environment?
No, because the club comes first.
Yeah.
The club comes first before the national team. So, you definitely pick the club before. You have to play.
You should belong to a club
before you get.
But I would like to break your question into two. So
Yeah.
I would like to have the system and then the individual performance of the players.
Yeah.
So the system alone is not enough to make a strong team. When Afani invited us for the U20, we were about 120
Wow.
players at Winneba,
Wow.
and they were all sharks. Top players
Yeah.
who have excelled in the Premier League because it was across the country.
Yeah.
From every club. So every club who had an excellent player or a player who has excelled was invited.
Yeah.
So 120 players, and you go to a series of justified recognition.
Yeah.
So almost every month, people will.
New players are coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every month
That's the main reason why they keep us
for long.
for that.
Yeah.
Every month, people go up to the final 22 or 25.
Yeah.
So it's achieved. So it shouldn't be only the system, but the system should be filled with players who really deserve based on merit.
Yeah.
If you have a good system and you fill it with average players, you still not achieve your
Yeah.
goal.
Right.
You will go to the tournament and you won't get anywhere.
Yeah.
You understand? So they stayed in camp for over a year, but they had the right materials. So the right materials coupled with the system and everything help them to do whatever they want at that time. They won the Africa Championship and then they won the World Cup.
We started with WAFU in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So after the WAFU,
You won the WAFU.
we went to China. Then China.
You won the China. And then the World Cup, you won the World Cup. I mean,
But that was under 20.
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The WAFU was all home based.
Yeah. Now, under 20, for me, they're already professionals.
Yes.
So if you were to do that again in our current football landscape now, at under 20 level, I think it's a lazy approach because 20 should be at the club,
Yeah.
training, competing week in, week out. They're already professionals. So
Yeah,
at that age,
Yeah.
maybe camping players for a year, you probably don't
So
need that,
the
right?
reason-
It's only a lazy approach.
The reason for camping is also essential here because you invite players across the country. You need them to synchronize and to get to know each other very well. Because with their clubs, they've been with their clubs before they were invited to the national team. With their clubs, they are okay. They might have known each other very well. To the extent that we stay in club Monday to Friday. You don't train with your club, but you go on Saturday and you start. You start the game and you play as if you train.
I don't know if I would agree to that if I'm coaching a club, yeah.
No, if you know your player, if you know your player and you know his strength and what he brings on board, what he brings to the table, you wouldn't have. It's more or less like inviting a professional player to join the national team.
Professional level, yeah, I understand. But at U20, which is also professional,
Yeah.
and I'm at a coach at the club, I don't care. The player needs to train with the club.
Yeah, but he's with the national team.
Which one comes first? Okay, but he's training with the national team for the national team. And if I'm the club, if I'm Hasselfolk or Kotoko Olympics, the coach, I would not agree to that.
Well, that is you. But again, what I'm saying is, if you know the strength and the capabilities of your players,
It's the same way the national team would say we know the strength and capabilities of this player, so
no,
we
it's
don't
not-
need.
It's not the same.
How is that different?
Okay, let me give you an example. With your club, you might have
This, ladies and gentlemen, is among
players
players' perspective, when the chip says perspective.
with your club, you might have one or two players leaving to join the national team. Yeah. With the national team, he has everybody coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
He needs more cohesion than you. You will lose one or two players who already know his teammates because they've been training together before he was invited to the national team.
Right.
So at that particular moment, that one player coming in to join your team, I mean, you wouldn't lose much.
I think you will.
No, you wouldn't lose
In
much.
this current
No,
game,
look, during the days, during the days,
Guys.
I already flew to town on Sunday morning and he played.
we are talking about professionals, though, right?
Training with Olympics. Anyway, I think it's a topic for another discussion, and also when you guys are at home, you can continue.
What happened was the coaches they always follow up to make sure how is the player doing.
Yeah.
They make sure.
Back in the days, even now we don't see that. Back in the days, I think it was even worse. When you mean follow up, what does that mean?
Back in the days, it was different.
Yeah. When you mean back in it, like follow up, what does follow up mean?
they make
Okay,
sure
is he
how
good?
is
Is
he
he playing? That's it. That's the
No,
follow
like
up.
players.
There's no player.
Anyway.
When you are released,
Yeah.
Yeah, they
you're
do.
back.
Yes, they do. Yes, some of
They
the
come to the
coaches,
camp
yeah, they
as
do
well.
follow when you are playing games. Our time like this, our coach used to come to the games to watch how you are doing. You shouldn't be like you are in the national team, so you have automatic place to come.
Your team was based in Accra. What about coaches that are based in outside Accra?
Yeah, I was setting myself as an example.
Yeah.
When you go to play game, when you come back, my friend will tell you, hey, my friend, I'm going to watch you.
Yeah.
He will tell you, your game yesterday, you were shit. He will tell you. And if you go again, because he feels that he is going to get a backlash. That because you've been with him for a week and you were not good in your game, that means he didn't give you the necessary training.
No, you're speaking from the national team perspective.
Yes.
I'm speaking from the club perspective.
Yeah, that-
Club coach.
It's the same. When you come and you don't perform, 1, 2, next time they will ask you not to go.
Not to come again.
They will tell you, no, we are not releasing him because we are losing him. He's not the same player we knew.
Anyways, my point of view is these things which we don't really have anymore. I would like to also talk about competitions, that we need more best versus best, especially in the youth. Don't forget, under 20 player is already professional. You understand? So I'll go back to under 13, under 15, under 17, and they are like the transitional teams for the under 20. But a good under 20 player, really, nowadays he plays with the Black Stars. You understand? You were talking about injuries. First of all, how did you feel when you were handicapped and you had some injuries? What went through you? Was there any injury, for instance, where you said, I think I have to stop my career?
I'm a type, it's hard for you to see me get injuries during games. So when things like this come my way, I'm like, and it took me for more than months, like 4 or 5 months to treat myself.
What was the worst injury you had?
The worst one would be when I had the elbow where we played dwarfs, Olympics and dwarfs here. When Dennis Costa, I think he would say it wasn't intentional, but he intentionally did that because he wanted me out of the game. And that was the worst injury.
Intentionally in a friendly manner?
Yeah, that's what you say, but in a friendly manner though. But he wanted me
I want to stay there.
because you can't tell me.
That was a game plan.
Yeah, just from onset.
That's it. We
The centre back.
And there are really a player who actually was assigned to do that, and he came to say it.
Wow.
And a Coleman,
Yeah.
as of versus Kotoko here in Accra, he told me, Masa, I see me no for game to play. And about 15, 17 minutes,
Are you with him?
Frustrated.
he took me out of the game.
You could tell
Wow.
right
He told me,
right from onset, right from the game, you could see this player's intention. So right, I was able to me and attack during games. Like I can screen all those areas, all those positions, so I know where the danger is. So when I'm going to these areas, I'm careful. I know this is wrong. I can go there and do whatever I want to do. So Dennis, I never want to go to. Yes. So he came right to the middle because he knew what I was doing. I was giving them problems. After me being on the floor, for you to, just step on my elbow. So I knew it's something to get out of. And I was out too. Yes, I was.
For how long?
I stayed for like 5 months.
Wow. Well, that's serious, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really serious. Maybe when you speak about intention or following coach's instruction, there was a certain gentleman called Samuel Osekufo, Tuga.
Okay.
You see, the first time I saw Tuga playing was in Germany. They were preparing for Italy, 91.
91.
So he was following the striker everywhere. Really, it was him, and then they told the striker to come on. He was following him. And he was waiting for the other one to come in. And that's what they said, hey, this guy. So later, I went down, and even up to today, I tell him, Tuga. And then he said, He said, I was following instructions.
One of the fellows that one game, he followed the striker out of the line, he kicked it.
So do that.
Sammy is an encyclopedia. He can tell you every lineup from the 60s up to, we had someone also called Opele Abuaji. And then we had Rambo, Hercules, Ajumandia. These guys, they will follow instructions. I've seen you where.
I've seen you where. He told me that Olympics, House of Olympics is running. And there was a ball agitated. Italy was on top form.
Yeah.
So
Another player from Teshi.
yeah. He chased him and they said, You are seeing him, she boy.
So talking about fearsome opponents or players, was there any player you were a midfield maestro whom you didn't like to see at all? Like 2 days before, say, Charlie, this guy he go worry me.
Yes, actually, when I'll talk about when I came back playing, yeah, there is this guy for 2. I never want to.
But yeah,
Yes, he has been a very tough opponent for me. Yes. So I don't like playing and Justice Play too.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he's a very.
Do they speak during the game? Do they say words?
Yeah, they talk. They do try. They try to like.
More friendly words, huh?
Yeah, just
Give me your number and all these things. Huh?
You know, especially that guy is a very friendly.
Oh, okay.
Blade,
yeah.
Very. You like him.
you know, it's fancy.
Yeah, you love
Very
him.
good.
We're fanatics.
It's very good.
You love him. But I always try to find my way through Justice, but with Afutu.
But let's stay a bit with the under 20 because you did us very, very proud. We have even one of the offices here named after you guys. And tell us a little bit. You won the African Youth Championship in Rwanda, and then later you went to Egypt. The preparation towards the Under 20 World Cup there in 2009, how was it? Your goal from onset on that we want to win the cup? Because I remember at that time, apart from having Bobo Celestete as the coach, there was also another influential man. We have spoken about him a couple of times, John Alagla. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about the build-up to Egypt.
Okay.
You're smiling there. There are some good stories. I think you are.
Memories, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started from we being at the camp. You know, we same home-based players started here. We went to Nigeria for the Awako tournament.
Yeah.
In Nigeria. And we won it. And it was a very big tournament. We had Senegal, a lot of
All the strong teams,
some teams.
Ivory Coast.
Yes. Ivory Coast to and we won it. It was only double that have joined us. To get it. So we came back to continue with the preparations, hopefully to won that. And the Jordan have been with us throughout these preparations at the camp, at the training ground. He's always make sure he's always there for the training. He tried to talk to us, he tried to encourage us because there were no PDMs coming, no allowances coming, but he always tells us to fight, to push back. The glory is waiting, it's in front of us, so we should forget about what we are supposed to get them.
So he psyched you guys.
He's the type who always tries to motivate us. May he so rest in peace.
And a straightforward guy.
He's a very. So I remember, I don't know, I'm still playing there. Some of the things that happened there, I feel. He told me playing the Gladson, like we're lucky. KJ is an anti-chain point.
You have to translate that. Because
Yes, he was like, Gladson, you are lucky. If it's not, give thanks to the president. That was something that teach what the president did. If it's not an anti, you won't go to the World Cup. I was like, because Gladson was all over the place from the youth championship. Even I remember after the youth championship, we wanted to play South Africa here, a friendly game across the stadium in the end. They were like, oh, which players are available? Okay, is Abebu there, is this player, the Ransford there, and the other there, because we played them in Rwanda. So they wanted a friendly game before the World Cup. So they were like, oh, which players do you have? Oh, but we have Awako, the number 3. Okay, then we'll play. Because I was wearing the 3 just when we played them. And during that time, their players were when anytime I'm coming, they will try to food. They were like, hey, you are warming us. Like, you know, this Fulani
The
boys.
skills.
Yes, hey. So if the Matui, so if we have Gladson and Matui, they are saying, okay, then we'll come and play the friendly game. So we came and we played them there. It was only the home-based players, and it was fun. It was a very good, it's a good game for us too. So I was like, oh, why can't Gladson go to the World Cup? I said, it was a surprise for me to hear that, and I took it as one of those things. Is the game. Yes, I was hurt. So during that time, one of the boys came was like, Gladson, be careful. The praises you are getting, training sessions and stuff, shouldn't get you swallowed because what is happening is the praises you are getting. I don't want to mention names. I don't want to, like, you should be careful.
Everybody likes it.
I don't want to, I'm still playing and still the same, so I don't want to bring certain things. I got hurt a lot. So going to the World Cup, I knew I won't be having much time to play because they never wanted me to be there at the first place. They never wanted me to be there. And it became a fight sometimes, even if I have to come on to play.
Oh, why Friday it was like that?
It's very easy. There is something I don't want to go in far.
Yeah.
Because of what we are talking about, I feel like sometimes.
And this is the player's perspective.
When we went to Rwanda, Rabiu was not there. And it's like, if Rabiu should be, I see the team as I won't get a chance to play. Because Rabiu plays like you might sit more as the holding and Rabiu have the free to win. So Rabiu didn't make it to Rwanda. So I have to play with Ajima. And after that tournament, I came out as one of the best players that tournament. So I still feel confident going to the World Cup. Or if I perform like this, going to the World Cup should be an easy thing for me to just be champion there or get into the team.
Was you be a professional then?
Yes,
Really easy for me.
So we went to Qatar. From Tunis, we went to Qatar. And we were in Aspa Academy. That was where we trained. They had good facilities.
Oh.
It was so nice. So training was going on. We played friendly games. And we feel Gladson. Bobo is a type. When the player is doing so well and doing something he loves. Oh, with Gladson, you kill me. Oh, this
How
player.
did you do it? How did you
So I was having fun. I was enjoying myself. So we played friendly games, and Mr. President and the manager, he came for a visit. So we saw some of the games, and when they gave him the list, the final list of those who had to go to Egypt, my name was not in the list, and he was like how is Gladson names not in this list? And he said no, he won't agree. He won't agree that my name was not in the list. And that count there, you can't tell me. I was all over, I was all over the place. So what is happening? So a lot went on, and that's how we hear from Sadiq Adams, Ismailati. They came out, they see a lot of things that time, and
Now they didn't make it to the World Cup.
they didn't make it to the final spot. They
They played in the champ.
yes,
Before you continue, I know Tariq Jibril was supposed to be part of this team, but something happened in camp.
Okay, Tariq started, I think he started with but that I mean, Yusuf was saying something then, every week they bring new players in. Okay, how is it going to fare if you join the team? Then along the line, maybe he went out before.
Okay.
I joined. So I can't really tell. I don't really know much about.
But it was another great talent.
Very good. Okay. So that's when I was told that on Gladson, we are lucky, if not president, you will go like you will be part of this. So going to the World Cup, already I knew I won't get chance to play. Because going to the World Cup, I've been to Inter Milan, then Monaco, and Tottenham.
You went on trials there?
On trials there. Tottenham, I went there twice. They wanted me to join them for the pre-season in Asia. I was late due to visa arrangement here. I got there, left already. So Henry wanted to see me for the second time. That's when I went and I was injured here, so with the legs. So then they want to see me at the World Cup. How am I going to fail there? Monaco came with their scout, Inter Milan with their scout, and Tottenham came with their scout. And I get only 15 minutes to play. I get 15 minutes. Not that I can't play or I'm not doing well. I get 15 minutes. Rabiu got injured, and we don't have any other offensive midfielder again to play. Should be me. And even that very game, so they don't even want me to play. And we have to do meetings upon meetings before I get to play. So going into that game.
But do you think, did it come from the officials or was it the coach and the technical team?
It's the decision from the technical team and people are.
Technical team and people around.
Yes.
So do you think, can you then say that that decision was fair? If majority of them took that decision?
It was a very bad decision.
How do you say?
Because I don't know why you want to force a defender at a different position. We're forcing one player to play my position, which I feel if Rabiu is not playing, I should be there. But they wanted Benson, who is a defender, to play
An offensive
role. So all this.
But Gladson, at the end of the day, they won the World Cup.
So that makes it difficult to.
Yes, we did, but with me, we had a
That's your personal.
Yeah, my personal point of view. But we had a great team then. We had a very great team. The boys coming from outside, from the professionals on the field. When they come, they always make sure they make us feel like the same.
Dede was the captain.
Dede was there. And that game, Dede was the one who have to come in for me before I play that game. And
The one that you came.
Yeah.
yes, the one that I came, the Saturday game. If it's not Dede, I will not play. So Dede was like, listen, they don't want me to play. I played. So
you're saying they made that decision to come out?
Yes.
He fought for him.
He fought for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
That means already then he was a leader.
He was. Dede has always been a leader. On the pitch, Dede is a great leader that
He runs to the family.
is a great family. So having Dede on board as our leader, definitely we'll get there. Everybody knows because we had Ransford, who was then the leader. You know, Dede coming in later on, being the captain, but definitely there will be some tensions here and there. But from behind, watching from behind, we all see what Dede carries as a leader. You see that, and it's not only on the field.
Also outside.
He does a lot towards the game, how to bring the team together and all that.
You, before we continue with the exploits with under 20, you mentioned Dede. You also captain your teams. Captain Hans Folk, for instance. Did you take a lot of inspiration from the style?
A lot. Because it's the time when it's time for business, there's nobody like a friend or these
Very competitive.
Yes, these are party. Yes, so I also carry that to myself. I'm a very smallish guy. On the field, you see me, I'm very vocal, but outside the field, when I even see you, it's even hard for me to communicate with you. But when you get to the field, no, I don't. I'll
Mean business.
No, I won't give you that chance. And there is a game here, I remember with Sechler. I had a small misunderstanding with him on the field, where if someone said something to him, so he's not happy with what the person said. While the game was still on, there was a free kick against us, and he left. Like, he doesn't want to be there as a defender. You should defend first, then we can solve that issue. And it was like, no, what the guy said is wrong. So we want, because of what he said, we should consider goal. So I came from where I was. It was a set piece. I was like, hey, come on. I pushed him like I wanted to fight with him. But I just wanted to go and save the situation. And he went, and he was the same person that saved the situation. Because outside the field, I don't think I can stand in front of him and he will kill me. He gets it.
You step as far as you step on the pitch. You switch.
Exactly.
Training or
yes. That's so. I always, even on trainings, I try to talk to some of the guys. I try to do. Awako was my assistant. Coach and the other assistant. Now it's like we understand each other on the pitch. Yeah. So I try to correct. I try to talk to some of the guys, and you could see then and understand that then we doing this. We were in fire. Everything was just because we understand each other on the field. They listen to me too. They listen to me a lot. And so yes, I learned a lot from him. And I still get in touch with him. When we went to Algeria, we talked, and he was trying to when things were not going well for us, we talk almost every day to make sure to get the boys together and to make them again.
fast forward, take us a little bit to the penalty shootout.
So yeah, with that penalty shootout time, we do practice at training, almost every training session. We do take like 30 minutes to get the right players for that. And yes, you could be scoring each and every day at training, but on the very day, it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling. I mean, the whole like stadium, like the attention, everything is on you.
I know how it is.
And right, Ade was one of our best penalty takers during training sessions. It was the best, and to see what happened when what it was instant quick, it was like a rally baby. Eddie was scoring at training. Eddie who was at the World Cup. Yes. So it's not easy, but I think something that is like meant for us. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Because playing Brazil with that number down to still win our penalties. It's a tough game. Yeah, it was amazing. You wrote history. Yes. Daniel J.
Yeah, let me take this opportunity to also share some advice with you. I think you should be happy and you should be proud of yourself that you're part of that team that wrote history. Irrespective of that you had less game, but you made it to the squad. You are the World Cup. That is a plus looking at the population and the number of players that you started with. So I know you are sharing your experience. Don't have that feeling that you never had much money. There are a lot of things that happens. It could be a tactical decision from the team to actually play more defensive, and that is why they decide to use a defender. You let it go. But be proud of yourself that you are a World Cup winner. I appreciate that. If you had been on the field, it could have been anything. It could have been better for you, it could have been worse for you, it could have been anything at all.
This is competitive.
We always want to